he'd say, all right. Well, we're pretty, as with, with Akane's point of view. I'm kidding, we're not going to go to her point of view. So Mia says, 30 minutes later, she says, well, I'm going after sub, and it's me and you, Adrian. Let's go get him. He goes, right. As they step into the ring against the other team, Adrian goes, as they instantly rush in, going, yeah! But then a barrier in between both of the enemy team and Adrian and Mia's team, as they go, yeah! As then a screen appears on the supposed close range screen, appears to be a dark screen. There's nothing there. Adrian says, what the hell happened to the screen? As he sees a man with a mask on going, hello, Adrian. Or should I say, my daughter's personal bully. You ruined her life. You ruined everyone's life by being born, boy. I have your 3 precious friends with me who will be decapitated right now. Gods, do it. Oh yeah, and Adrian, you could talk if you like, but it won't do anything. Nothing will repay what you've done to my daughter. He goes, stop! If you kill them, I'm going to make your life hell. I'm going to make it so that you can't survive. I'll make your daughter's life first. I'll make your wife's life first. I'll make everyone you love's lives first. He goes, sorry, Adrian. My daughter's already dead, which you killed. Sorry, buddy, but everyone in my life is gone. So, I'm going to kill them now. But then something happens to Adrian. His body turns white. His skin turns white. His eyes turn into the same thing that they were when Shadow Adrian took over. And his teeth are razor sharp. He goes, oh, come on. We both know you're not going to do it. Because we all know if you do, Adrian's going to hunt you down and kill you. You know that, right, buddy? He goes, and who will you be? He goes, me, Shadow Adrian. As he comes out of Adrian's body going, it's me. Remember, I'm the one who almost murdered your daughter. And I did, actually. As he goes, I'm stronger than everybody here, so no one can take me on. Right, Adrian? He goes, bastard! As he spins around and tries to kick him, but he goes, nice try, Adrian, as he smacks his leg back. Adrian goes, as he goes, and don't even think about using your power. I can copy it and manipulate it, making it stronger than yours is. So get this right, Adrian. As he pulls back his finger for a flick and flicks him into a wall. He says, I'm not here to help you, or I'm not here to help him. I'm not here to help any of you. I'm just here for domination of this entire universe. As he snaps his fingers and a giant shockwave comes, knocking and making tons of dust. He goes, oh yeah, and you, old man? I'm coming for you. And the old man, and the mysterious man is so nervous, and he's so scared. As Shadow Adrian flies off, going, as Adrian goes, Mia picks him up, saying, are you alright, Adrian? He goes, nope, I am not alright. I just got blasted into a wall by a flick. She goes, maybe. She goes, there is one technique that we can do. We both have to work together to knock out yourself and him. He says, let's go. Adrian flies up with his flames going, she says, when Shadow Adrian didn't notice, I placed a mark on him. We can find wherever he is with our eyes. He's over here. As they fly off, finding him as they go, As they find a secret underground base, which they sneak into by wearing ninja outfits, like spy outfits. As they go, wearing black outfits since all the halls are black. They see Shadow Adrian walking up to the lost, saying, let the 3 go, and I'll let you live, old man. As he says, nope, as he separates, and I mean separates Akane's body from two halves. But somehow, she still has one part of her body that's still intact. Like, there's one little wound. Her stomach holds onto her body, and now she's just, like, cut in half, but she's also got a string of her body left that's keeping something part of her. Adrian sees this, and the whole ground shakes with full power as the whole base explodes with blue flames. This is felt around the universe. Adrian goes, "Ah! Ah!" As he explodes with rage, as he pulls off his spy outfit and goes, "Ah, you're gonna pay for what you just did." As he yells, as fire envelops both of his hands, and his hair streaks up, and his hair flows up, along with flames in his hair. Like, basically like a Super Saiyan Blue, but with black streaks. It's a dark blue and dark streaks. As he has a full-on aura around him as he goes, Shadow Agent goes, "Oh, what is this?" He goes, "Don't," as he blitzes and blasts off one of the henchmen's head who killed Akane. As he goes, as he blows off the other one's head. As he blows off everyone's head there. Mia reads Akane's pulse and says, "How the hell is she still alive? This makes zero sense. Her body was literally dislocated." But then she looks, seeing her stomach actually pull herself together. She sees this girl has insane potential. She has insane survival skills. Adrian goes, "Ah!" as the whole planet starts to crack. A giant crack appears in the middle of the Earth as it separates. As it's about to rip the planet in half, as he goes, "Ah!" as he goes to the boss and blows off his head, going, as he looks at Shadow Adrian, going, as he blitzes him and actually lands a punch on his face, knocking him back. He goes, "You're strong." Adrian appears behind him, going, "Yeah!" as he starts to beat down on him. As he's so pissed, he charges up a humongous fire beam and annihilates, putting a humongous dent in the earth. As he goes, as there's a humongous crater in the city, which Adrian's in the middle of, he goes, "Ah!" as he turns into this humanoid giant fire human, as he goes, "Ah! You're going to pay for what you just did." As he slams his hand to the ground, which makes a humongous explosion. His also humanoid thing has horns and wings. As he goes, as he crushes it and starts to shoot a mouth beam everywhere, going, and he just swings his arm around, and the whole city is blown down. He goes, as on the news they say, multiple planets around the solar system have been destroyed. The sun is on the verge of explosion. Oh, this Earth is on the verge of explosion. Whatever this power is, it's gotta stop, or our whole planet will be annihilated. Adrian goes, "Ah!" as he grows bigger than the planet now. He's outside the planet, being as big as probably, let's say he's the size of Galactus. As he goes, "Ah!" it's bigger and bigger and bigger. As he turns as the size of the universe. As now, he is huge. As he goes, "Ah!" as then Shadow Agent says, "Bring it on!" as he also turns into a devil the size of the universe. As everyone is watching this beautiful galactic fight. As Agent goes, "Ah!" even the heroes are like, "How the hell is this kid doing it? He's literally a child, and what kind of ability is that?" Adrian goes, "Ah!" as he punches Shadow Adrian, crushing its rib cage, going as he's backhanding and wrecking him. As he goes, Adrian says, "This is the last of my flames, you dark bastard." As he releases his beast, as he returns it into himself, as he goes, "This universe and this multiverse is about to see a blaze." As all the Earth is getting destroyedly melted, all the heroes who have barrier abilities block the Earth. As he goes, as he sees no sign of Shadow Adrian at all. As he realizes that Shadow Adrian has been annihilated from existence, and all that leaves is a crystal. A yellow crystal. A yellow, blackish yellow crystal. He picks it up and goes, as he's smacking, and as he crushes it, going, with tears in his eyes. With tears still streaming down his eyes, as the soul energy flows into him. As he tries to fly back with flames, but it isn't working, as he realizes that he did say that this is the last of his flames. He can no longer use them. So he guesses that he now has Shadow Adrian's power, which is aura manipulation, aka copying and making that ability better in each stat. He goes, as he decides that he's ready to head back. As he transports, going, he still has, but then he realizes that he can use his flames again, and he says, "Looks like I have 2 powers to control." As he asks how's Akane, as he doesn't even want to say it actually, because he knows she's already dead from that cut. It literally cut her body in half. It's basically impossible that she lived. As he flies to Earth, as he lands, and goes, "I'll use the rest of my life energy that I have to finally do this." As he goes, as he releases all of his life energy into the universe, making it so that the whole universe is restored from that damage of the battle. As he goes, as Adrian, looking at Mia, saying, as Mia says, "You're done? What's going on?" He goes, "I gave my life force for everyone in this world and the universe. So now everyone who was damaged by this fight and before will now be revived." As Adrian starts to turn to dust, as Mia with tears in her eyes saying, as she tries to hold them back, then he goes, "See you later. I have one thing else to say. Tell Akane I love her." You know what? I had to do it. We gotta do Adrian x Akane. As he fades away into out of existence, as Remy and Alex also saw it, along with Akira finally arriving, asking what the hell was that, and then they see ashes on the ground, which Remy instantly scoops up and puts them into a jar. Says now they have Adrian's remains. As a couple of weeks later, Akane has recovered from the hospital and says, "Where's Adrian?" He says, Mia sighs, saying that he's dead now. She asks if that shadow guy killed him, and she says no, he actually defeated the shadow guy, but in the cost of his life to return the universe back to normal. So now he's basically a part of the universe, Alex says. Remy says, "Yep." But where Adrian really is, he's in another place. He looks and says, God, is that you? God goes, yes, it is me. Now we'll give you a second chance at life by giving you a brand new body. We're gonna have to give you a brand new name as well. He says, how about Christian? Adrian says, I like it. He goes, you were too young to die, young one. Too young to die. He goes, well, I did save the entire universe, which I'm happy about. I did get to confess who I liked, I guess. He goes, yeah, those are some life achievements. Not good enough. You barely even went to an adult. He goes, I mean, I could send you back to Earth in your normal body, but you just wouldn't age. You'd just be an angel. I mean, you've done so many good deeds. You friggin' saved the universe. You'd probably be an angel. But you would not age. I mean, you'd age way slower. By the time you reach 20, you'll probably look like you just hit 16. Like you just hit 17. Adrian says, I don't think I mind that. He goes, but it would be pretty cool to be in a new body. He says, well, one way or another you're getting sent into a new body, so see you later, Adrian. Or should I say, Christian. As he says, Adrian says, what will my power be? He says, your power is what your shadow had. Oh yeah, and your shadow's now nice. He's not a jerk anymore who's going to try and take over you. He's now a helper. Who will help around your mind. Kind of like a demon. Or like a soul beast. Basically like that. Your powers are blue flames. As usual. Adrian says, right. As he's sent back, as the shadow version of himself says, hey Adrian, sorry about before. He says, I don't think I can forgive you. He goes, okay, how was any of this my fault? He goes, number one, you flicked me into a freaking giant barrier, which hurt the flip. I could have saved my friends already if you didn't flick me into a giant wall. He goes, sorry about that, but can you just accept the apology and we can get on with this? He goes, fine. I said, Adrian, I know you didn't mean that. He goes, fine, I am sorry. I forgive you. He goes, that sounded better. He says, now you two return. As they teleport back, as he teleports back as a child. Well, actually at the same age, but he doesn't look the same at all. He's got purple hair, purple eyes. As he goes, this is pretty... Actually, he's got blue hair and blue eyes. As he goes, this is fun. As he gets a message from God in his head saying, you can also not reveal that you're yourself, or that'll cause rifts in the time. Adrian says, can I still go to the school that I went to? He goes, I guess you and Akane could return to Shiozaki High. To Shiozaki Private Academy. Or you could, Aoyota Private Academy, actually. And he says, God, has Remy and Alex going back to our school? He goes, yeah, actually, they got tired of the principal's attitude, so they just left. He goes, geez, I never expected that to happen, especially Remy. She's pure. He goes, well, yeah. As he walks through, as he walks into Aoyota Private Academy, and he goes, this is new and fun. As this was months after Adrian died. As now Akane, Mia, who's now the queen of the school, Alex and Remy, and Akane are all high tiers. They're insanely powerful. As he gets another message from God saying, in about a year, once you fully become friends with them again, you'll randomly turn into yourself. But you'll have the option to. Alright? He goes, right, as he walks forward. As he bumps into Mia, going, as he falls, but then he lands going, I landed. He says, sorry about that. She looks at him going, are you new here? He goes, yeah, I'm Christian. He goes, I'm a Christian Kadoku. He goes, are you related to? He goes, shit. I don't have a last name. Sorry about that. He goes, okay. He goes, I'm Christian. Nice to meet you. As he pulls himself up, and she says in her head, he reminds me of Adrian a lot. His enthusiasm, his looks kind of look like him, except for the hair color and his eyes. His personality, though, is pretty much the same. He goes, well, I guess I'll show you around and show you to my new friends. And she says, this is Akane Ryuki. Don't talk to her. She's a little still not happy. Alex, still not happy. Remy, happy, but not happy. He goes, do you mind telling me why they're not happy? He says, it's kind of a touching moment. I don't know if you heard of how the entire Earth was exploded. He goes, I slept through that. She goes, you slept through it? How did that even happen? He goes, I don't know. I guess I just did. She goes, so what's your power? He starts to sweat going, damn it, what should I choose? He says, blue flames. She goes, that's awfully similar to Adrian's. I think that's identical. He goes, well, what are you talking about? Who's Adrian again? She says, the hero of the galaxy. Actually, the entire multiverse. He saved us from the shadow version of himself. And from an evil man who literally cut Akane in half, and somehow she still survived. He goes, well, damn. But in his head, he can't hold back his rage. He really just wants to go find that guy and murder him again. As he's trying to hold himself back from yelling and screaming and throwing a giant tantrum and getting pissed. He can't hold himself back from literally trying to murder someone. As he puts on clothes, and she says, those look awfully like Adrian's clothes. He says, why do you guys keep on comparing me to that Adrian guy? He goes, we don't know. He's just so similar. But then something happens. His hair turns black. His eyes stay blue, because of course. And his face looks like Adrian's again. He goes, they all, with tears in their eyes, say, Adrian? He goes, shit, God, what the fuck did you do to me? He goes, well, you technically built trust with them. He goes, yeah, but not now. I didn't expect it now. I thought you meant like I had to build like a 1-year relationship with them. Not an entire freaking second. Now I'm myself again, and now they're gonna be shocked. Then he just grabs a bucket of paint behind him and dumps it on his head saying, yeah, I'm Christian, bye guys, as he runs away. Okay, he says, get back here, Adrian. He goes, Adrian, dead, you idiot, as he's running even faster. As she's easily catching up to him, as she grabs his arm and pins it behind him, as he goes, ugh. As she says, who are you really? As he goes, let me the f go. And then she slams her hand on his hair as he rubs it in, and then says, this is paint! You're Adrian! You're Adrian! He is, as he goes, I'm not Adrian, as he wipes more paint onto his hair going, I'm not Adrian at all. He says, why do you hide it? He goes, I'm not Adrian. Now go away. As he walks away.